So we're going to start on hands and knees and just take your body through a few cat-cow movements. The reason that we do this is twofold. One, to warm up our spine, specifically our low back, and the other is to practice pressing the tops of our feet into the floor. So really opening up the shins and the front of our ankle joint. Just go a few times through this, whatever feels good. And then we're going to reposition our knees just directly underneath of our hips, tops of the feet to the floor, and sit back onto your heels. Come all the way up if that feels okay, and just really open the fronts of the feet again. Come forward, give your legs a shake. And now we'll do the total opposite, and this is a really important stretch to incorporate often. That is to stretch the bottoms of our feet and our toes. So curl your toes under. See if you can sit your hips back towards your heels. You may or may not be able to sit up tall as I am here, but really open that transverse arch. Imagine your foot getting wider. Take a deep breath and then come forward. Shake your feet again, shake your legs. Alrighty, so we're gonna work into child's pose. Big toes together, knees nice and wide. Take your time to sit your hips all the way back towards your heels. And then just come down in stages. Come to your forearms and get a really long, flat spine. Think of pressing back through your tailbone, lengthening your head forward. And if that feels okay, bring your hands down onto your arms. Breathe. One more progression if you want to. You can walk your arms forward and get that really nice stretch all the way down the spinal extensors that run along our back. Just breathe here. I want you to practice breathing behind your heart. Deep breaths into your belly. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Think about sitting your hips or sitting your hamstring muscles right on top of your heels. Notice if you can feel that connection. If not, work towards it. If you can, just keep thinking of moving your sit bones back, reaching your arms forward. So we're going to release from that, come forward. If you need to give your wrists a shake or your feet a shake, go for it. Now we're going to bring our knees nice and close together so that inside edge is touching, as is the inside of our calf muscles and the inside of our feet. Sit back. Start to bring your head or bow your head forward towards the ground. You may need to put something underneath of your head if it doesn't reach. And if that feels okay, bring your hands back towards your feet with your palms facing up. You could always keep your hands under your shoulders if you need a little extra support, but we want to feel really heavy in this variation, really round through our upper back, still feeling that connection of our hamstring muscles against our heels, still staying relaxed through our jaw and our face. Take one more deep breath, and then bring yourself forward. Great job. So just give your feet a little break again. The next thing that I want to show you is just keeping our hips a little more elevated. And this is a good alternative for those of you with knee pain. So push your hips back just as far as you can. You could also roll a blanket or a towel and place it on the backs of your knees. And then bow your head forward. So notice that length still in the spine. Just bring your forehead all the way down there. See how that feels. Another option, for those of you that feel that you can sit back to your heels but you can't get your head down, fill the space under your forehead. Put some blocks or pillows there. Notice how I'm just really slowly allowing my upper body to melt downwards. Take your time. I know you guys will get there if you can't quite get to where the forehead and the hips can be connected. Just build into it slowly. Okay, time for some downward dog practice. So again, starting in table and really spread your fingers nice and wide. Set yourself up with your hands directly underneath of your shoulders. For the first one, you're gonna just lift your hips. Organic movement here, so pedal your feet, let your hips move side to side. Just work out some of the kinks or some of the tightness in the Achilles, in the calf muscle, in the knees, in the hamstrings. And then gently and controlled, bring yourself back down. Give those wrists a shake. The wrist joints are one of the most bothersome joints as we're building our practice. So just come in and out of this as you can. From here, pop yourself back up, downward dog. This variation, we're gonna practice creating a really long line from our fingers or from our wrists all the way up to those SI joints in your low back. So try to create this nice long back, nice long line. Biceps are towards your ears. Sit bones are high, knees are bent. Lift your sit bones. When you're ready, bring yourself back down. Give your wrists a little stretch. Maybe reach one forward, pull your fingers back. Maybe interlace your fingers, press your palms down. Bring them all the way up overhead. And then come back to that table pose as you're ready. Curl the toes, downward dog. Now in this instance, I want you to go way back into your heels. Pull your kneecaps really firmly into your legs. Try to create nice straight legs. 2 lines you're trying to feel in your body. One is the hands to the SI joints, so a nice long back. The other is from your sit bones all the way down the backs of your legs to your heels. So really think of driving your shin bones, your knees, your heels, all the way back. Good job. Come down. Give yourself a little moment here. Relax your shoulders. Sometimes we hold extra tension in our head and our neck. So the upper body tends to bear most of the weight here as we're working on proper form in downward dog. So just release in and out. As I said, that's a great way to build some strength. Now let's come back up, downward dog. Nice and strong through your legs. Press back into your heels. Hold your kneecaps into your legs. Inhale, you're gonna lift your left heel as high as you can. Flex your foot, so keep extending back through the heel and then bring it down. Try the other side. Inhale. Kick your leg up, push through your heel. Nice straight, strong leg. Bring your foot down. Take a breath, relax your head. Bring yourself down to kneeling. Okay, couple things that we can work on. That upper body strength is something that we need to build. So puppy pose is a really nice alternative here. You're gonna walk your hands forward from hands and knees. So the elbows don't go down. Just keep walking your hands forward and then bring your forehead right down to the ground. So keep your elbows lifted, keep your shoulder blades tucked into your back. Take a few breaths there, and then you're gonna try dolphin. So come onto your forearms. Your elbows are shoulder distance apart. You can come up to a plank as I did if you'd like. And then try to walk your feet towards your nose, pike your body, lift your sit bones, press back through your entire forearms. I know it's hard to see here in this video. And then bring yourself back down to that plank.